2, 1.
And good afternoon, and welcome to the 10th annual Dog Nation Hockey Tournament. From Littleton, Colorado, we're at the Edge Ice Arena. I'm Manny Furtado, and I'm joined by Gabe Gauthier from DU hockey fame. Gabe, welcome to the booth. We're glad to have you here.
Manny, thank you very much. It's a pleasure to be here. Get to enjoy some hockey at all levels, and to do it in such a unique way, broadcasting this and also having an empty facility for such a big event.
It's a perfect opportunity to broadcast here with the COVID restrictions that the arena is under, and of course we can't have fans here, and otherwise it would be packed. It's normally a sellout here at the Dog Bowl.
It normally is. As soon as the first doors open and the first beer is cracked, everyone is here, and then they're hanging out and partying and playing hockey all the way to the last one.
And if you haven't been here yet, they have a tent outside where they are serving some beers, and there's a big screen TV, so all the teams prior to coming in and post-game can go out there and be able to watch some of the action live.
Yeah, the Dawgs and also the Edge Ice Arena did a great job setting up the front area for the spectators to watch the games, to have some food, to have some drinks, and just enjoy each other's company while being distanced, but watching some great hockey as well.
Talk about great hockey. We saw 4 games last night to kick off the tournament, and those games were, we had some very competitive games, and we had a couple of blowouts, but nonetheless, we saw some fantastic talent at the different levels. We've got a game coming up. It's the Rink Rats versus the JK21. This is a special game here coming up. And normally the Dogs, I guess we're calling them JK21. That's a special meaning as well.
Yeah, it's a very special meaning. Team captain Marty Richardson, the top dog and the dog father of Dog Nation. JK stands for Jack Kelly, who is his best friend and one of his teammates 10 years ago when tragedy happened, along with their whole teammate. And it was just one of those years that has been lasted in the memory of Dog Nation and in Marty Richardson's head, and this is why we're here. And so JK is for Jack Kelly, and number 21 was, of course, his number when he played.
This, as you mentioned, this is a very special year. It's 10 years, and this is the 10th anniversary of the Dog Bowl, and it was 10 years ago, and Marty went back to the team, and he went back to all the individuals that were on that team and asked them to recongregate for this special memorial game and tournament. So it means a lot, and Marty has and the team has held up their end of the bargain and the promise that he would do something special for Jack Kelly and his family.
Yeah, it was one of those promises. You know, Marty can tell the story to everyone, and it's the same story every time he tells it. And it's the 3 daughters, it's the soccer, it's so many connections that him and Jack Kelly had together that that memory still continues to live within Marty Richardson, and everything that he does on and off the ice and everything through Dog Nation is a part of Jack Kelly and a part of that friendship.
Dog Nation has touched a lot of lives, and we've got teams on both sides. We're ready to go, so we're going to turn around here and pick up the live action. So thanks for watching us here, and it's brought by Shaw Hockey Productions. So Mike and Suzanne Shaw have been doing an amazing job, and we're about ready to go. Let's set you up. The Rink Rats are in their distinctive orange, and the JK21 team is in. They've borrowed some jerseys as they have some jerseys that were left in the garage apparently. For the Rink Rats, let's set you up. Michael DiNardo, number 1, is in goal. To our right, and to our left is Brian Harvey, number 1 for the Dogs. And starting out taking the face-off is Eric Schlee, number 18, and he controls it for JK21. And the headman pass is tipped right there by number 16, Hollis. Hollis puts it back in deep, and going after it is Schlee. Schlee drags it out of the corner, begins to work it up. He's challenged by Leonard. Leonard got a stick on it. Puck is poked to the side, trying to track it down, but picking it up as number 16, Hollis. Hollis puts it down into the corner. Marty Richardson tries to get past one, can't do so, and that was Marietta, who makes a nice play. Marietta sets up behind the net. He sends it up the left wing boards, and it's off the boot of Walsh and back to center. controlled by JK21. They look to break it back in. Touch place there, picked back up, back out to center. And Leonard with the puck looks to make a move, and he sends it back over to Walsh. Walsh is surrounded, sends a puck cross ice. It ricochets back up high. And here's the first shot, but it goes wide. Chopped at by 13. That's Acuna. That's Chris Acuna. And coming away with it is Marty Richardson. Marty sends it up ice as he goes for a line change. Schlee brings it in, high slot, and it's a blocker save by DiNardo. First save of the game as the action continues, yet to have a whistle. Hollis tries to send it right in front, but it couldn't be controlled, and picking the puck back up are I want to say the Dawgs. That time, that was Todd Gerke, number 17 in those distinctive red socks. He always wears distinctive socks, wants to get noticed there. Here we go, off the boot, picked back up by Tyson Dale. Dale's pass right all the way across ice, picked up by number 4. That's Michael Heaton. Heaton chases the puck, but it's picked up by the Rink Rats, and they work it up the left wing board. Stolen there, but back out to center. It's a foot race, and JK21 gets there first as it's upended. Jason Green upends his man, and here's the drive that goes off of Gerke's boot and into the far side corner. Off glove down in the slot area, and picking it back up and moving it out to center ice. Controlled by Sean Dean. Sean Dean circling, and Helderline tries to pick up the puck. Taken off of his stick, but re-secured. And who's going to control at the blue line? There we have the game's first whistle, and it comes at the 12:50 mark. Almost 2.5 minutes of live action there, Gabe. I don't know if we can get that.
It was such great hockey, and JK21, as you mentioned at the start, wearing green jerseys today because team captain Marty Richardson forgot their team jerseys at his home office. But anyway, when you make a mistake, you make up for it. And they had a great first shift. Marty Richardson and his line putting on the pressure onto the Rink Rats and really getting green, tilting the ice towards the Rink Rats. So this is some good 2 minutes of action, and more to come.
I talked to Marty first thing this morning. It must have been about 7:15, and I think he had a little bit on his mind here today as he was running out the door.
Yeah, we'll give him a break on the jerseys today.
Well, we're going to give him a hard time. This is worth it. We need to take advantage of this one. Here we go. Back to the live action. Rink Rats control the puck back, and it's the defenseman Sean Dean who cycles it back to his D partner, and the puck squirts free, and hustling back to pick it up is Daniel Pham. Pham sets up behind the cage, does a little backhander, trying to get away from Engelhardt. Engelhardt was putting the pressure on, tried to smoke him out, and the long pass is right on the mark, but Dean again is there to disrupt the play. The shot, a blocker save. Dean picks up the rebound, and Dean cycling behind his net, looks back up ice, and here come the Rink Rats. Politsky coming away with it. He leaves it there. Villarreal tries to take the shot, and it gets deflected off and over to the far side. Pham's got it again. Pham controlling the puck. He's got a man up ice looking for him. And I think number 18, Schlee, sometimes tough to see those numbers. They get bunched up in their breezers back behind on the backside. Meanwhile, Acuna's got the puck, takes the blue line, drop pass there, picked up by Marty Richardson. Richardson sends it back over to the far left-hand side, and the shovel shot by Schlee goes wide. Picked back up, controlled again by JK21 in deep, and coming away with the puck is number 18, Schlee. Schlee sends it back below the line. Richardson calling for it in the slot, but it's picked off by Marietta, and Marietta tries to clear but can't do so as it's held at the line by Pham. Pham puts it back into the far side corner, back behind the cage, backhanded pass, and it gets past everybody and back out to center.
Good action here now by JK21. Marty Richardson again back on the ice. But the thing about what they're doing is they're being patient with the puck. They're not making plays that they wouldn't usually do. They're being smart. They're making the right ones, and if they have a chance, they're going to take a shot.
Bringing it back in is Schlee. Schlee on his forehand sends it right in front, and a huge bad save by DiNardo. DiNardo came up big with that left pad there, Gabe.
That was a big one, and that's the thing that goaltenders got to do. Sometimes this onslaught comes heavy, and those goalies got to stand tall.
Abdella brings it in from his deep position. Again, a centering feed, but it drifts off everyone, and one-handed, the Rink Rats are able to get it out to center. Calling forward is Marty, up high. Let's see if they get the pass to him. It does. Comes to him off the mid-ice boards, looking for cross ice as he tries to find Sean Hollis. Hollis battling there, and into the net central ice. It's picked up by Durkee. Durkee's got a man, and he sends a pass, but it gets clipped, and Green comes away with it. Green right in front, and And they tried the same thing that the JK21 is, and they're looking for that backside man.
Well, the Rink Rats did a great job, and Todd Gerke's got to do a better time in his D zone, not watching the puck and getting focused there. He's got to watch the backside guy. Almost got burnt.
I told Gerke would have some scouts here, and meanwhile, Hollis buries one up high on DiNardo. Hollis scores, making it 1-0, and the early lead is taken by JK21.
Hollis with a nice play coming in on a 3-on-2. He elects to make the move on the defenseman, gets the goalie actually looking, cheating for that pass, and decides to go short side, top shelf. What a beautiful shot.
We've got a running clock here. We've got a 15-minute run here. We have a 12-minute stoppage play for the third period, but the first and second are 15-minute run, and that goal comes at the 8:58 mark. Here we go. Dean picks up the puck. He's tracked there by Heaton. Heaton on the forecheck. Meanwhile, Dean sends a long pass. It's on the mark. It's Tim Walsh. Tim Walsh with one man to beat, and he can't do so as Abdella gets back. And then a collision down low. Stepping in deep is Gerke. Gerke comes away with it, and with some poise, sends it back up ice. Gets past everyone, and tumbling is DiNardo, but he makes the save.
Ice is slippery out there. Got to be careful.
DiNardo's been all over it. I think that was his best save. That puck started moving around the other way. Here we go, back to the live action. Heaton tries to bring it in. It gets knifed off his stick, and the blind pass right in front. Heaton's back for it. Heaton picks it up, backhand feed, but it's knocked away by Engelhart, and Engelhart is able to battle for it there as it comes over to the near side half boards. Shot from the half boards, and it never got through. Backpedaling is Abdella, the big defenseman. Abdella sends it up through center ice, and Villarreal comes away with it. Villarreal with some nifty mitts, sakes a backhanded shot. It just goes up and over Brian Harvey. Harvey watched it, didn't have to make the save. Meanwhile, back up to the right hand point, and it's a winding. Here's the shot, got deflected. Second opportunity, another save. This time, Engelhart got his stick lifted, and he wasn't able to get a strong third shot off. Meanwhile, puck comes back down to Heaton. Heaton looks in the middle. Here's a backhanded opportunity right in front. Loose puck, and it comes back out to center. Good end-to-end action.
Nice work by the Rink Rats. Villarreal wearing 66 out there, hands like Lemieux, just dancing back and forth, right? Had a great chance, and that's been the best shift I've seen so far from the Rink Rats in this start.
He did, and he's wearing that distinctive green helmet. He looks like he should be playing for JK21.
Or the old North Stars.
Maybe the new North Stars. What green are they wearing these days?
It's a light forest green or a pickle green.
Tim Walsh's shot is a pad save, and it's bounced hard off the end boards. Picking the puck back up is McGarvey, and McGarvey looks back, and he sends it off the end boards over to the far side, and hustling is Pham. Pham will pick it up in stride, and he tries to sauce one. Glove down by Adams. Adams with a man in the middle. That's Schlee, and Adams will take the shot. Glove down and battled, and DiNardo juggles it, and he holds on for the whistle. For
kids watching out there right now, DiNardo's actually doing a great job playing his angles. When you see the JK21 coming in and they're actually going in and conversing down near the net, DiNardo's actually doing a great job playing his angles right, and that's why he's making these easy saves.
Schlees moves it over to McGarvey. He was looking for him on the off wing there, but he couldn't get a stick on it, and it's held in. Nice hustle by Josh Adams, keeps the puck alive. Rink Rats have it on the near side half boards, and a long pass is right on the mark as it's picked back up by Green. Green gets tangled up with a couple of players, and the errant clearing attempt goes back to Walsh. Walsh protects the puck, takes the shot, gets tied up there by Abdella, and the loose puck is gathered in by JK21. Coming back out to center ice, it's picked up by Adams. Adams has numbers. Adams holds up there. He'll take the shot, but it's right into the shin pads of Villarreal. Villarreal off the half boards, sends it back up to Walsh. Walsh guides it off the glass, and it comes down to Gerke. Gerke with some speed, head up, looks for an outlet, and with some patience, sends it back over to the near side half boards. Back up through center, but it's read nicely by Dean, and Dean comes in, sweeps away the puck, banks it off the board. It's off a boot, and with a little bit of room, here comes Green. Green brings it in, takes the shot, right pad save. Green picks it back up, or he lets it come back up to the point. It's Richardson with the puck. Takes a stick check, avoids that, and Schlee with the puck with Richardson in the middle. Schlee drops it back off to far side to Hollis. Hollis' shot comes back up to Schlee. Schlee with a man on his backside, that's Dean. Schlee working it off, but Dean outmaneuvers him and takes the puck away.
Nice strong defense there by Dean, where Schlee was kind of rolling around, making curls in the corner, but you got to make a better decision, and the Rink Rats jumped on that, so great defensive play there.
Villarreal again gets his stick in on Marty Richardson and is able to knock the puck back deep into JK's zone. Richardson, soft pass, but it just misses the mark as he had Dale moving into the zone. Back to Dean. Dean with some speed. The offensive-minded defenseman leaves it for Villarreal, and Villarreal sends one, and it gets deflected. It never got through. Coming back, here comes Tyson Dale on the counterattack. Takes the shot, and it just misses wide. Bouncing puck in the slot, gloved and held by DiNardo.
Yeah, another great chance for the Rink Rats, but the JK21 defenseman actually gets down, sacrifices the body. You don't see that too often in adult league hockey or B-League hockey, but you know, when you're playing in this tournament, there's a lot on the line, especially playing for Marty's team, JK, and you can see that they're all buying into the system here.
The emotion of this game, I'm sure, will become more and more the whole tournament. Picking up it's Durkee with the puck, and he looks for Villarreal on drop pass, but it's beyond him. Richardson with the puck, sends it back over to the far side. Pham gathers it in. Pham with a matching 15 on him, looks for the return feed right on the doorstep, and DiNardo with the glove snaps it up. That
was a nice play. Pham actually gets the Rink Rats to get all the focus on him, slides the puck to the middle, and instead of standing there watching, he actually drives to the net, and the puck actually just bounced a little over his stick. But those are the plays you want to see, the give and goes and catching the defenseman flat-footed.
Taking the face-off is Tyson Dale, number 3, wins it back, and right back to Dale. And he takes a shot, and DiNardo makes another save and keeps it a 1-0 game here at the 2:40 mark of this first period. Stepping in is Green. Green out of the corner, needs some help. Back to Green down low. He's got a man right in the middle, and he misses him over on the opposite side. And the shot by Seversyke's shot gets deflected, goes wide. Here's another one, sharp angle shot from the sideboards. And that was DJ Durkee who took that shot. Back to the live action. Heaton far side. He's tracked. Drop pass there for Dale. Dale takes a shot, and it just misses as Packard was there, but the puck was about a foot high. And holding onto the puck is DiNardo again.
Yeah, Dale made a nice play, cross-ice play, but Packard, I don't know if what he was doing there, still doing work or staring off into the stars, but he was wide open. All he had to do was keep his stick on the ice, but you know, he's going to look back at this and think to himself, man, I should have been listening to Gabe. I got to get my stick on the ice, be ready for those plays.
Well, Marty's got film review right after this game for the team. He's got a room reserved. They're going to review film and tape and see how they can get better here.
That's perfect.
Yeah, that's the advantage here of this. So Marty knows all those tricks. And DiNardo gloves another one. Boy, he looks like a shortstop out there, doesn't he?
He is snagging everything up, and he's tall too. So not only is he good with his hands, but he takes up a lot of net. Really forces players to make the perfect shot.
Villarreal will take this faceoff going up against Schlee, and the puck comes back up to the point where Durkee's got it. Durkee sends it back over to the right point. Sent back down to Abdella. Abdella sends it around. Durkee chases it. Durkee gets there first, makes a nice little play. The pass to himself. He looks for the man in the middle, but it goes vacant. And it's picked back up by Helderling. Helderling sends it back over. Durkee bodies his man up, and he controls the puck, but it comes back out to center. Here come the Rink Rats. The Rink Rats with a little bit of speed. It's Engelhardt. Engelhardt is sized up by Packard, and he sends it over to the far side, corner to corner, and a sharp angle shot that actually had an opportunity. Stepping up just in the circle, coming away with it. There's the defenseman, and another shot. And Dean, once again, shows some nifty moves and willingness to step into the offensive zone.
That was a nice play by Dean, and actually a smart play too. That's where defensemen, offensive-minded defensemen, really excel in this game.
Gerke sends a pass up high to Schlee. Schlee's shot goes wide, and the puck comes all the way out to center, and it's picked back up by Pham. Pham recoils as he looks ahead. He looks for the man up ahead, but it's knocked off by those nifty mitts you talked about earlier.
Yeah, Lemieux mitts right there. Villarreal, 66. Can't miss him either. Big green helmet.
They got some big boys out there, 66, 77, and I want to make a special mention for 77, Sean Leonard.
Oh, yes. Well, you know, that's the thing is when we were in the dressing room talking to them before the game, they were stretching, you know, they were warming up before. And Leonard, I actually met, I said, man, you're looking good. He goes, yeah, it's the off-season workout system. So he's gotten thick, he's gotten strong, and you can see those strides really powerful.
It really is. He's just an amazing specimen, and he's really been working during this COVID crisis. He's had a lot of time on his hand.
Yeah, all of them have.
We're at the end of the one period, and we've got a 1-0 game on Hollis's goal that came at the 8:58 mark. That's been all the scoring, but we've had some great opportunities, and DiNardo and Harvey have come up big, DiNardo in particular.
Yeah, goaltenders always coming up big, and it's nice to see early on in the tournament, too, that your goalies are showing up. Usually you have some that kind of wait for that championship game, but DiNardo, we talked about it before, he's snagging up everything, he's taking away the net. He forced Hollis to actually make that perfect shot on the goal. And then on the other side, really not much of a challenge towards the start of the first period, but as that period was coming along, the Rink Rats really started to put pressure on JK21, and you see some saves happening, but you also see some block shots. That's sacrificing the body for the team, and no matter what, you got to come out with the win. So they don't ask how, they ask how many.
Absolutely. Well, this has been a competitive game, and this division, I'll tell you, it is tough to advance if you lose a game. So you really need to keep on it, like you said, from the beginning. We had a couple of games last night where, boy, we could hardly get our rosters set, and the goals were pouring in. We had one game, I think, where we had 6 goals in the first period, so from one team.
Yeah, you know, that's no way to start it out. But the thing about this tournament, it's competitive, it's fun, but the bigger cause is you're looking at why we're all here. We're all here together to look past the differences, to have some fun on the ice, to have some competition going on. But we are here for Dawg Nation and for everything that Dawg Nation speaks for. So you're going to see some games that are heated and other games that may be a little bit lighthearted.
And all the volunteers here, including the referees. I was looking at the roster of referees. They must have 25 referees who are volunteering their time for this tournament. Here we go. We're ready to begin the second frame. 15 minutes up on the clock, and we've got a running clock. And there is Villarreal. Villarreal sends it up through and back to JK21's end. And trying to come up with it was Leonard. Leonard couldn't do so, and here comes JK21 stepping in. Little drop pass there on the backside and just misses, as number 6, Josh Adams, had a nice opportunity, but boy, he had to do everything he could to get that puck off his stick. That was a nice backhanded shot. Yeah, it was a nice play, but it all started from the breakout, and that was the good thing, is the winger got it right to the center, and then it was a clear break to make it a 2-on-1. Puck is almost stolen in the high slot area, but coming away with it is Villarreal. Villarreal steps up, sends it all the way up, and it just misses the mark as Marietta had his stick on the backside looking for it. We've got icing coming back to the Rink Rats end. Yeah, Marietta was trying to catch JK21 on a bad change there, and that's the thing about the second period, is you can catch a team on a long change, and that's what they tried, but passed just a little behind them, so they couldn't execute that play. Tyson Dale will take the face-off, and he's got Josh Adams flanked to his left-hand side, and sitting behind him is Daniel Pham. Let's see if he can get it back up to him, right up to the point, but the shot is deflected by Walsh. Back into the corner. There's a battle for it on the far end, and it's sent over to the near side half-board. Stepping in from his deep position, Engelhardt takes a shot, bouncing puck back into the corner, picked back up by Seversyk. Seversyk sends it back out to center, and controlled by Acuna. Acuna with some patience sends it to his D-man, and directing traffic there is Josh Adams. Adams directs it back over to the far side, where it's picked back up by McGarvey. McGarvey with it, sends it right back into the middle looking for Adams, and again Adams goes tumbling. Meanwhile, the puck is sent back over, and it's picked up by 15. That would be Pham, and it's offsides. Yeah, that's the thing about the second period change too, is the JK21 was trying to make the short change, but that you got to make it quick. And if you're tired, you're ready to get off the ice, you got to get off quick, because now you're holding up your teammates that have that puck possession, and as we see right here, causes an offside. And Richardson's line is out there again. He's playing right wing and with Dale at the center position. And the puck is sent through, and it is icing is waved off. Gerke glances over his shoulder, picks up the puck, and he'll send it over to the far side. And we have a 2-on-2 developing, and looking for it there is Richardson. Richardson takes the shot, and it never got through as Dean makes a nice play and tips it aside. With some speed comes at Jason Green. Jason Green looks to make a move, but he couldn't as Durkee denies him. Puck is knocked down back to center, and hustling to pick it up is Durkee. Durkee avoids one man. That was Dale, and Durkee with some speed. Now he squares up on his forehand, but his shot is deflected nicely by Abdella, the defenseman. Puck comes back out to center. Sean Dean will play it back to DiNardo. So DiNardo gets a little extra practice, and Dean with those distinctive USA socks with the stars on it. Meanwhile, puck is picked back up by Hollis. Hollis looks for a lane. He'll take the shot, gathered up by DiNardo.
Yeah, at one point there, I'm like, are we watching a soccer match? You know, very rarely do you see the defenseman regroup it back with the goaltender, but DiNardo actually has some good hands on him and made a smart play. However, his winger couldn't get it out of the zone, so it forced the face-off back inside their zone to his left.
Villarreal will take the face-off. Let's see what he does. He's a right-handed face-off. And the puck is in the dot, and looking for it there was Schlee. Schlee had an opportunity as he had gotten behind Villarreal, but he couldn't get his hands on it. And it goes back over in front of JK21's box. Back over to Villarreal. Villarreal looking for Engelhardt. Skips past his stick. And coming away with it is Hollis. Hollis guides it back to Pham. Pham working his way, leaves it for Hollis. Hollis gets tied up with Villarreal, who takes the puck away and shields it with the body. Nice little pass to himself as he takes it into the corner, looking back up high, and he guides it up to Engelhardt. Pass Engelhardt, he can't control. Chopped off the mid-ice boards, back behind. Quick pass, glances off the stick, and back over to Villarreal. Tries to go up ice. That's about the third time he's tried to hit Engelhardt. He hasn't been able to do it so far. Dean sends it quickly back over to Villarreal. Villarreal back up to center ice. This time it does sneak through, but it goes all the way to Daniel Pham, and the lone defenseman for JK21 takes care of things. Back over to Dean. Dean steps into the zone, guides the puck, and he takes the shot, but he fans on it, puts it back up to the left-hand point. Here's the drive. It's a choppy shot, never got through, picked up. That was Pilecki on that shot. Meanwhile, the puck gets past everyone, and here comes number 7, picked up by Packer. He's got a man on the far side, and that was just skipped over Michael Heaton's stick. He was all alone, so Packard battling with Villarreal. Packard comes away with the puck, and with the red helmet sends it right into the goal crease where it's gloved down, picked back up by Villarreal. Villarreal with some speed, holds the puck, takes it through, picks it back up, and there's Lemieux. The shot just goes wide. That guy has the mitts, like you said.
Holy
He's done
smokes.
it again and again. He was surrounded, and he was able to make that play.
That's what we call stick handling in a phone booth, and he was making in-tight moves and keeping the body position too. Really nice to see, but JK21 defenseman had no answer for that. They were just mesmerized by the puck.
He got past that last guy. It was him and Harvey, and he just sent it wide. That was a great golden opportunity to tie things up. You get the feeling that after 3 passes into the center ice area that went unanswered, Villarreal said, all right, I'm taking this one.
Exactly, and that's the thing. The Rink Rats, they're actually doing a great job passing within their 5 to 10 foot span, but when they're trying for those long stretch passes, they're not as successful. So they either got to skate the puck or they got to make those short 5 to 10 foot passes.
Dale was looking for heat, and it went in between the skates, and circling back to pick it up is Gerke. Gerke flanked there by Walsh. Gerke leaves it there for his defenseman partner. Banked hard off the mid-ice boards all the way back down to DiNardo. DiNardo will hand it off to the D-man, and the puck comes back up to center where it's picked up by Durkee. Durkee flanked with a matching 7, and it's taken off of his stick and jammed up over in front of the scorer's box, and here comes the Rink Rats. The Rink Rats with a pass over to the far side, but it never got through, and it's taken away, and JK21 brings it right back in. Dale centering, feed right on the doorstep as Heaton was there, and way out of the cage is DiNardo.
What a great play by DiNardo as the goaltender, reading that pass. He was actually watching the eyes of the puck carrier and anticipated that pass coming across, which he correctly did, and stopped that play. Very nice.
Cross ice feed right in the slot, on the doorstep, shot, goal, scored as McGarvey gets the goal, and it's a tip-in goal, making it 2-0, JK21.
Nice play by JK21. They keep the pressure on. There was a turnover down low. It comes out to the point, shot down, and then the rebound comes out. DiNardo wants probably that one back, but then the tip in by McGarvey just sitting there at the back door. Nice little Sunday afternoon snack he got there.
Sure was, but those are sometimes easy to miss, but he was right there, and he buries it. He does his job. Rink Rats with the puck, lift it, and it banks off the glass. Trying to pick that back up is Jason Green. Green taking it back down low, but it gets sniped off his stick by Pham, and Pham reverses. Pham with the head up, sends it back off, and looking for his man right there, and it's picked up back up by Adams. Adams one-handed it, lost it there. Villarreal with it, and Villarreal cross-ice feed gets deflected and drifts all the way back to Harvey. Harvey makes the play, sends it over to the D-man, picked right back up by Whitmore. Whitmore off the half boards, and coming back in is Villarreal. Villarreal has it taken from him by Pham. Pham takes it into the corner, he pivots, and he moves up and down the boards, is able to outmaneuver and shake off the check. Meanwhile, stepping in from his position is number 6. That's Adams. Adams drop pass right in front, and the shot there by 15 Pham is in. DiNardo makes another save. Meanwhile, Villarreal comes up with it, and he'll reverse things to try and gain some ice. Finds it Green. Green sends it cross ice feed, but it goes unanswered. It was past Englehart's stick. Engelhart with the puck down low, sends it over to the far side. Villarreal meets it, picks it up off his backhand, squares up, takes the shot, deflected up and into the netting, out of play.
Yeah, good back and forth going on right now between the Rink Rats and JK21. And, to be honest, there's a lot of overpassing going on right now. They're looking for those cute plays, and, the coaches on the benches right now for each team got to tell their players, you know what, it doesn't have to be cute. We got to get the puck on net, because we can see that you're either going to get the rebound or the puck's going to go in the net. So more chances going towards the net instead of trying the fancy passes.
Durkee battles for it right in the circle area, and out comes the puck, and JK21 advances, coming down the left-hand side. It comes off a Schlee's stick, but it's gathered back in, and a cross-ice feed looking for the man is behind him. Durkee picks up the loose change. Durkee backpedaling from his blue line. His pass is deflected and taken away by number 15, Engelhart. Engelhart, nice job on the forecheck there, disrupts Durkee's play. Meanwhile, back behind the cage is Abdella. Abdella's got Durkee on the wing, but he goes up center ice as he was looking for Richardson. This one goes past him and all the way down to Helderling. Helderling with the puck, sends it into the center ice area, and it's chipped back over to the near side. And a cross ice feed went through Helderling's skates there. Meanwhile, controlled again by Hollis. Hollis with the puck, tries to center it through. Richardson in the slot area, backhand. He was looking one more time for Hollis on a blind backhand feed. Back up to Durkee. Durkee from the point, surveys, sends it hard off the cross ice. Nice bounce pass off the boards. Picked back up, but not out. There it does come out, finally. Picked up by Abdella. Abdella quickly looking for Durkee, but the mid-ice pass is picked off by his teammate. Durkee with the puck, tries to feed it forward over to Schlee, but it's taken away by Durkee. Durkee off the left wing boards, centering feed again, this time to Engelhart, goes off the boot. Engelhart with some speed, goes to get it. Durkee challenges again. Engelhart with it. He's got a man right in front, and the loose puck, and the puck is picked back up by Durkee. Durkee with some speed. He one-hands it through center ice. He's got a man right in the middle. Durkee takes the shot. He's looking for that top corner, but he just misses. Durkee with the puck one more time, circling bottom of the circle, brings it up, hands it off to the left-hand point where it goes off of Englehart's boot. Meanwhile, Richardson's got it. He's got Schlee in the middle. Sends it back over to the near side where it's picked back up by Hollis. Hollis's shot goes through the center crease area, picked right back up by Walsh. He tries to get it out of the zone, and he does so. Takes a funny bounce. Looking one more time, that's Hollis with it. Hollis is able to deliver it back over. Here's the shot, it's a high riser, and it kind of handcuffed DiNardo. DiNardo makes the save back behind the cage, and the action continues. Villarreal can't get to it. Here's a shot, sharp angle shot, and the rebound right on the doorstep. Acuna thought he had it. Acuna with the white mitts sends it back down into the near side corner. It drifts back behind. Villarreal with it, has it knifed off his stick, and picking it back up is Villarreal. Villarreal sends it cross-ice feed. He sent it through about 3 people, and it went right to him. Here's the slap shot, and it's a stick save, guided over into the near side. That was 12. That was Tim Walsh that took that shot. Meanwhile, over on the far side, Marietta sends it back in deep, and it circles from corner to corner and back outside of the zone.
What pressure right now by JK21, and it looks like the altitude in the off season's getting to the rink rats right now, because JK21 is just keeping the pressure on.
Packard with the puck, sends it right in the shot, Sun scores! Tyson Dale from Packard making it 3-0.
Just as I said that too, Danny Packard coming down the right side, using his speed, actually does a great job showing shot, but then elects to pass to the middle where it was just a beautiful play, finding that quiet area, and makes no mistake, puts it right in the back of the net. Great play by Packard and the rest of JK21.
That's what they do well, is they do look for that man in the middle, and they, they put you to sleep. They bring it down low, and they send it right back into the soft belly of the defense there.
Well, I can definitely say watching Danny Packard will put you to sleep.
Helderlane with the puck, sends it over into the center, but it's taken away by JK21, and stepping it out, a center ice feed goes vacant. Chasing it down with some hustle is Durkee, but he gets a little help from DiNardo in a dangerous play right in front. But we've seen that from Dean, and Dean is looking to produce some offense. The defenseman brings it in, he avoids one, he gets challenged by number 15, Pham. Pham takes him into the corner. And the defenseman versus defenseman. Dean able to find Helderlane. Helderlane with it is challenged there by Packard. Packard back into the corner. Puck squirts free and right in front and moving it out to Heaton. Heaton's got it. He's got a man on the far side, but he misses him on the pass. That was Tyson Dale. And coming away with it is number 5, Dean. Again, right in front off a boot. Dean's got it, and back over to Jason Green. Jason Green with some speed. He's got Durkee in front of him, sends one in. It's lost in the pads of Harvey, but Harvey goes down and he holds on for the whistle.
Yeah, nice job, Harvey, and that's a good save there too. And sometimes goaltenders, when you make the save and you're not sure where the puck is, your best bet is just to stay still and wait for the whistle, and that's what Harvey did there. Instead of scrambling, trying to find it, that could eventually lead the puck into your net. Did a great job being patient, being poised, and just making the save, waiting for the whistle.
12 seconds remaining in the period, and here comes a foot race, and getting back was DiNardo, as DiNardo was challenged, and he came way out to the top of the circles to make that play.
Yeah, you could see him getting very anxious right at the start. He was chomping at the bit.
He wants to make up for it. He's down 3-0 here at the end of 2. We've played 2 full 15-minute run clocks. We got a 12-minute stop package in front of us. We're going to take a quick break. We'll be back for the third and final period. Manny Furtado, Gabe Gauthier on the Shaw Hockey Production Network.
Yeah, he could be selling houses. Jay Stickney, if you're watching, listening, we're giving you a shout out here. Manny Furtado and I talking about you, the stick man. The voice, actually, the voice of the Denver Pioneers.
Here we go. We're starting this third period. 12 minutes up on the clock, and Adams has the puck for JK21. He brings it in as he's challenged by Engelhardt. He sends it right into the slot area, down low, and a loose puck right in front. Bouncing puck, side of the cage. I don't know how that didn't go in.
Holy smokes! Hot potato in front of the net there. JK21 just could not get their stick on there to put it in the empty cage.
Brian Harvey guides it up to the defenseman, and here we have a stolen puck almost as Politsky almost had it, and he couldn't find it. He was all alone as the defenseman had left the zone, I think, thinking that pass was coming through. Looking forward is Marietta. Marietta sends it back over in front of the Rink Rats bench. And it's sent back out to center ice, and coming away with it just in front of the Rink Rats blue line is number 18, picked up by Schlee. Schlee's shot just whistles wide over on the far side. And a little backhanded attempt is denied as Pham brings it right back in, sends it over to Schlee. Schlee with one man in front of him. Schlee takes it around, looking for the wraparound, but it's denied as DiNardo got over to that far side.
That's the great thing with DiNardo is he has those long legs, but Schlee.
And Schlee hit the crossbar. I don't know how that didn't go in, but Schlee hit it, and it bounced right back down to the ice.
Yeah, I think that went back bar. We'd have to go back and watch that on replay. But anyway, he made such a nice play, such an offensive play by Schlee.
Back behind the cage is Acuna. Acuna with it. He's flanked by Engelhardt. He's able to get it back up to center. And looking for it up high is Dale. The puck doesn't come yet. Puck is sent right up through the gut as it's picked up by Acuna. Acuna has it taken off of his stick and right back to Dale. Dale over to Schlee. Schlee looking for it, fanned on the pass. That gave time for DiNardo to slide over. And it's Dean who has the puck. He fans on it, and maybe this ice is getting to him. What do you think, Gabe?
I think the ice, the humidity, and also just the pressure, and we can see it now too. JK21 just keeps the pressure going.
Dale tries to work his way through a couple of Rink Rats, can't do so, and trying to one-hand it. Now it's some speed, and Green comes in, but Green couldn't get the position, and it was nicely played by Acuna, who sends it up ice to Hollis. Hollis has it taken off his stick by Dean, and Dean scales it off the glass, bounces off a boot, and back out to center, where it's picked back up by Pham. Pham surveys, looks over into the center ice area where he picks up Hollis. Hollis in stride, has Dale on the far side, Richardson behind him. Hollis with the puck, gets tangled up, sends it back over to Dale. Dale with it, Richardson in the slot area, now drifting in from his deep position was Abdella, back up high and out of the zone.
Yeah, JK21 is actually doing a great job, and they've been doing it all game, is the puck possession where they're not making those risky plays where the Rink Rats have done so far.
Jason Green has Walsh on the far side. He takes the shot and deflected, comes back up high. Green has been a bright spot for this Rink Rats team. He's got some skills and some speed.
Yeah, he's been all over the puck, and then they're DiNardo and net, so they're bound for a break here coming up.
DiNardo takes on Gerke. Gerke comes in. He thought, oh, this is easy pickings, but DiNardo says, Gerke, I got skills.
Yeah, I'm taller than you, and I got quicker hands.
Exactly. And I'm not wearing those goofy red socks.
Right.
Gerke.
Oh, Gerke.
Schlee takes the faceoff, sends it back up to the point where Abdella puts it down into the corner. He goes down, and no whistle, and the sharp angle shot is almost caught DiNardo napping.
Well, we got some chirping going on.
We got a little bit.
Yeah.
He's saying, what's going on? He's saying you're Abdella's, taking a dive.
Yeah, he's like, you're flopping out there.
Abdella takes the shot, gets his deflected, twisting shot there by 18 Schlee. And the save is made back up to Abdella, but he's got to back out as it comes up to the left wing boards. Coming away with the puck, and in comes number 66. That's Villarreal. Villarreal again looking for the man up through the middle, and it comes all the way back to Seversyk. Seversyk, cross ice feed, picks up by Walsh. Walsh looking for Villarreal, and that one glances off his sticks. Gerke's got it. Gerke hands it off to Schlee. Schlee with a man up in front. Schlee will take the zone, and a big interference in the call, and this one's coming. And then looking for a little bit more action is number 7, Danny Packard. And it looked like it was inadvertent. like they both had their heads down. What do you think?
You know, it looked inadvertent, but 12 it was the one Walsh that was going back and forth with the chirping. So I'm not sure if there was something else going on there, but it was definitely both players were not looking, and it was just a good collision there. Walsh is, I believe, going to go in for 2 minutes interference or roughing, however they want to call it. But you know, that's the thing that starts to happen towards the end of the game, especially when you're at the score of 3-0, and it's more so that you have all these chances for the Rink Rats, but nothing's really going in, and they really haven't had a great chance of a scoring opportunity. So that does play a little bit into the heads and create some frustration.
So here we go. This is the game's first power play, and it comes at the 7:40 mark of this third period. 3-0, as you mentioned. Coming away with the puck is Dean. Dean with some speed as Gerke backpedals, and Dean will go in on from his D position. He's looking to make something happen, perhaps a shorthanded opportunity here, as he doesn't catch JK21 napping, and Dean chops at it. He's able to take it away from Heaton, and it's back over to Gerke. Gerke back over to the far side, and with the head up looking for an outlet pass, it gets deflected but picked right back up by McGarvey, who's got a goal. Coming right back up to Dean. Dean hands it off, but a little bit too far, and the puck is taken back out to center. McGarvey brings it into the zone, cross ice feed. You're looking for the shot, and it's a pass right through the slot area, but it doesn't go answered. Picked back up by Durkee. Durkee gets shouldered off the puck, taken back by Acuna. Acuna from the corner sends it back down low, and there's some more John going on down there. Meanwhile, Gerke takes it. No, that wasn't Gerke. That was Adams. Adams has those Red Sox too. Meanwhile, right in front, and the shot, a backhander is deflected. Pham had an opportunity and the loose puck, and there's a huge cross-check, and now Villarreal gets into it with Pham. Villarreal takes on Pham, and Pham's going to go to the box for a nasty cross-check.
Wow, things are just, they're really getting heated here. It's almost like playoff hockey, but you know, the thing is, what I was going to say before is the JK21, they're sitting in a good spot right now where they don't need to do anything stupid, and I should have said that before, because clearly that was not a smart play by the player JK21. They're on the penalty or power play for 4 minutes. They have a 3-0 lead, so they could have had 2 opportunities for a power play to put the puck in the net to create a five-goal lead. But you know, this is the thing, they don't want to get caught and now have the Rink Rats come back into this game.
So Pham goes to the box, and we're even 4-4 aside. Puck has moved over to the far side where it's picked right back up by the Rink Rats. Looking for some space was Adams, and Adams does a nice job to get a shot off from the left dot. Puck is poked free, back down into the corner, and looking for it there was Heaton. Heaton couldn't come away with it. And Helderline is back on D. Meanwhile, coming away with it is JK21 back behind the cage, looking up into the slot. There's a shot there by Dale, but that one is deflected, and a quick shot from the dot by Adams, and another save is made. Helderline sends it the length of the ice. And what do we have here?
Icing 4-on-4.
It is 4-on-4. You got it there.
For 59 or a minute and 9 seconds, and then JK21 goes back on the power play.
Villarreal will take this face-off, going against Tyson Dale. Dale, and they need another player. It's the captain.
It's the captain. Why not?
Marty takes his position next to Dean in the slot area. Let's see if Dale can get it to him. Dale wins it forward, and it's swept up the left wing boards, and stepping in from his D position was Abdella. Abdella puts it down low where it's controlled by Marietta, and Marietta with some patience now will bank it off the right wing boards. Stepping up is Dean, the defenseman, takes it to center ice, drop feed there. Villarreal looking for it, a backhand twisting pass looking for Politsky, doesn't find the mark, and coming away with the puck is Tyson Dale. Dale peels away from pressure, looks for Richardson, and Richardson has it taken off of his stick as Dean picks it up, and he'll flip it into the deep into the zone. And meanwhile, matching Abdella, number 5, picks up the puck, has it taken off his stick, and tumbling to the ice. No call there as it's picked back up by Tyson Dale. Dale sends it off to Abdella. Abdella can't control. Villarreal comes away with it. He's outside the zone. Makes Marty miss, and Villarreal brings it in casually, takes that shot, just misses the side of the cage.
Yeah, made Marty miss big, and the look on his face is like, man, did that just happen? Yes, it did, and it was on television.
Another shot by Michael Marietta, and coming away with it, and here we go. Number 5's got it. It's Dean. Dean brings it back, and he sends it over as a line change is happening in front of the Rink Rats bench, and the puck comes all the way back to Pham. Pham sends it hard off the boards. He's out of the box now, and coming away with it is Scheel. Scheel sends it through the goal crease, and it is Villarreal with it. Villarreal settles things, and it sends a backhander, and it's a little toe save there by Brian Harvey. Gerke sends it up ice. Hollis with it. Hollis with one man over on the far side, and he'll take the shot. He had Dale going to the opposite side. Hollis takes the shot, and DiNardo holds on.
Yeah, he had Dale going to the slot, which was nice play by Dale, but Hollis just couldn't get it to that side. Elected to take the shot. Was looking for a pass, but kind of fanned on it. Now JK21 has about 7 seconds left on this power play. See what they can do. To be honest, they really haven't done much besides take the penalty of themselves during this power play.
Durkee sets up at the point. He's looking for the face-off win. Jason Green will take it for the Rink Rats, and it's controlled by JK21. There's Gerke. Gerke steps to the middle. Gerke looks for a lane but can't find it, and the Rink Rats take the puck away and advance it back out to center. On defense is Pham. Here's the shot. He gets a stick on it, goes hard off the end boards, and it's picked up by Gerke as he reverses. He's got a little pressure, a flip pass over to the far side. Michael Heaton picks it up and sends it back up ice over to Schlee. Schlee avoids one. Now Schlee with his head up will guide it over to Durkee. Durkee just inside the line has it knifed off his stick by Helderlane, and Helderlane looking to headman it up. He finds Engelhardt. Engelhardt flanked. He sends it back over to Green. Green takes the shot, and a big save by Harvey with the left-handed mitt.
Nice job by Green, and he's been all over the puck all game today. He's really getting those chances, but Harvey stepping up and really staying strong, playing strong position. But Rink Rats are now putting on the pressure. They got 3 minutes to go. The biggest thing here is they just want to break the shutout. Once they get that first one, they might have more of a chance.
Here comes Packard. Packard's got Schlee on one side, and behind him is Heaton. Packard with the puck. Sends it right through the middle. Got deflected. A second opportunity. Loose puck. And it's a helmet save there is made by DiNardo as the rising shot caught him up in the chops.
Another great play by Packard, and I think that hit kind of knocked some sense into him a little bit where now he can see more of the ice because his passing is really increasing. He's a great perimeter player, but he's finding the guys in the slot to get those chances.
Schlee tries to win it forward, but Green comes away with it. Jason Green back out to center. He tracks a crowd and loses the puck there. There's Leonard. Leonard puts a stick on someone. There's Schlee, comes away with it. Schlee cross-ice feed. It was a hot pass, and McGarvey couldn't control. McGarvey with it. Sends it right into the center slot area. Loose puck bouncing. Comes back up to the point and held in by 13. Acuna. Acuna back down into the corner. And it's held up by Schlee. Schlee on his backhand. He's watched closely. Schlee tries to send a backhander into the center ice, but is that Villarreal or is that 88?
That's 88.
Marietta is able to get it up to Green. Green with Abdella in front of him, and Green brings it in. He's got 1-on-3, tries to toe drag a move there, and as Acuna comes away with it, Acuna sweeps it over to the near side. McGarvey's got it, loses it off his stick, and a nice defensive play going down to one skate was Abdella. Abdella far side, and it's just beyond Dale's stick. And there is DiNardo. DiNardo with it. I think he's going to skate it at least half the ice. DiNardo sends a backhand feed, picked back up by Durkee. Durkee's got a man over on the far side. Here's the backhanded shot, and it's a shovel save over into the near side corner. Villarreal's pass right into the slot, picked back up. Villarreal comes away with it, but can't control as he's got McGarvey on him. And being double teamed with 1:48 remaining, Here comes JK21. It's picked up by Adams. Adams has Dale. Adams takes the shot, save, and it's deflected. Can't pick up the rebound. Adams takes it back, tucks it back behind the cage, but it's to a waiting Marietta. Marietta up through and back out to center as it got past Abdella. Abdella recovers, picks it back up. Durkee's waiting. 1:26 remaining in the game. Chasing it back is Abdella. Abdella is watched closely in a 3-goal lead, makes a safe play over to Durkee. Durkee holds it there, loses it momentarily. Villarreal scores. He makes him pay. Villarreal with those mitts, and he goes 5-hole on Harvey.
Great pressure by the Rink Rats, but this isn't a breakdown. That's a mistake by JK21. Getting too complacent, looking at the clock, going, we have a minute and 11 seconds to go, and we got this in the bag. But that's the things that happen. You can't get too complacent. You can't get too comfortable because that game still has a lot of time, and Villarreal makes them show that can't give us the puck in front of the net.
So let's see if DiNardo stays in the net. He drifts back as Marty Richardson has it taken off of his stick, and it's picked back up by Durkee. Durkee backpedaling, fans on the shot, and then he makes a spinorama, and Brian Harvey scared the dickens out of Harvey. Harvey goes, wait a minute.
Almost had his jockstrap in a bunch there.
And a backhand feed. Marty Richardson right on the side of the cage. Can't get good wood on it. Sends a backhand right up through the slot. Picked back up by Villarreal. Makes a nifty little move past one player. Here comes Villarreal with some speed on his backhand. Gets forced wide. Puts it right in front of the crease. Needs some traffic. And DiNardo is out of the cage. So we have a 6-on-5 now. And coming away with it is Dale. Dale headmans it back up to Richardson. This is where Richardson comes alive. He's good on empty netters.
He is. He's that little sneaky guy that's going to find that empty netter.
He sends it over to Dale. Dale all alone buries it. There we go. The empty netter with 8.9 seconds remaining.
Marty Richardson, if he's not going to get the goal, he's at least going to have that assist on the goal, which he did there. And it was nice patience over by the blue line. Instead of rushing the shot, trying to take it, he found his teammate wide open in the middle and made no mistake putting that in the back of the net. So to finish it off, and looks like they're just going to run the clock out here.
Your player of the game, Dave. You've got a few to choose from. I mean, let's just look at them. I mean, we had Dale out there that was dominating. We had, I would say, Schlee was looking good. Gerke was all over the ice on the defensive end and on the opposite side of the ice. We had Villarreal and we had Jason Green. So.
Yeah, you know what? I like Jason Green for the Rink Rats because wherever the puck was, he was also involved, and he had a lot of good chances. He was strong defensively and offensively. So I'm going to give it to Green for the Rink Rats, with an honorable mention of DiNardo being in the net there, and he was making some great saves. And his last play when he was stick handling there kind of looked like Patrick Waugh, and I believe stick handled in front of Wayne Gretzky. So, you know, that was some nifty moves. And then for the Green, JK21, I'm actually going to give it to Harvey, who was actually all over the map offensively and defensively, picking up a goal and just getting on the scoreboard. But he was very strong for JK21 in this game today.
Final score, 4-1 with an empty net goal. And the JK21 wins their first game versus the Rink Rats. Next game that we have coming up is the Neighborhood Dogs versus the Salty Dogs. So hopefully you'll be able to stay online and join us. And that's a wrap. That'll do it. I'm Manny Furtado with Gabe Gauthier for the Dog Nation, Dog Bowl here, the 10th anniversary, and there's Marty Richardson having his photo taken in those commemorative jerseys. It's too bad the rest of the team's jerseys are in his garage.
Yep, that's too bad, and you know they're great jerseys, but I know his team would have loved to get that first win in the jersey. But the way Marty thinks is we're gonna have him for the championship.
Thanks for watching. We'll be back again. Final score 4-1. And the JK21 takes their first game. Thanks for watching. You're watching Shaw Hockey Productions.
Hey, Dawg fans, welcome back to the Edge Ice Arena in Littleton, Colorado. And Shaw Productions, you're watching Gabe Goche here with the Dawg father, Martin Richardson, just coming off a 4-1 win, starting the tournament off right. But you're wearing a jersey now that you weren't wearing on the ice. Please tell us what happened.
Oh my goodness, I got a few things on my mind right now, and one of those was. I think my mic's up now. There it goes. Yes. Now I can hear you, Gabe. So a few things on my mind this tournament, and one of them should have been jerseys for the team, and that was the one that slipped my mind.
Yeah, and you know, everything when you're planning this, when you're doing it, it falls into a place, and then you're like, oh man, that's the last thing I needed. But but regardless, you guys had a great game. You started off the pressure really strong. Your line was really going great. What was the things that were clicking for you guys?
So that was our line 10 years ago. Eric Schlee at center, played right wing, and Sean Hollis on the left. And Shawnee got the first call for us. Kind of poetic justice there, but even though it's been a few years since I skated with those guys, I kind of know where they're going to go. You know how it is when you get with your guys. Yeah,
it's all about the chemistry. It's about the emotion, and that was the thing too that we were talking about is 10 years of Dawg Nation and the JK of the importance of Jack Kelly and the number 21. Just tell us a little bit more about that.
So. This is the 10-year anniversary of the Dawg Ball, but 10-year anniversary of Jack's passing, why we started Dawg Nation. And this was his team. So we actually went quite a while. Good squad here at the Edge Ice Arena, but we never won a championship. And we did in the spring of 2010. Big comeback victory and overtime victory to win. Really exciting for a beer league game. And I looked at that cover. We made the cover of the Foothills Park and Rec that time, and I looked at that about 2 months ago, knowing this was coming up, and we got all but 2 of those players back on the ice today.
Wow, what a moment! And I'm sure that just every day you just kind of think back and look back and say, to have all these guys still here with us is truly something special.
Yeah, we had 2 recipients on the team today. We had a cancer survivor and Danny Packard, who you know well, and tons of guys that are now some of our, they were young guys and now they've grown up and own companies and different things like that, and they're now our big sponsors and donators. So it's really cool to see the whole come full circle there.
That's great. And speaking about sponsors, there's a lot of sponsors, and that's the thing. It takes a village to create what's going on. And then the thing about all of our sponsors, they're all personal friends. They're all dedicated to the game of hockey. Can you just touch on a couple of the sponsors that actually help make this really Dawg Bowl 10? Yeah,
this was our biggest sponsorship ever. Going into this year, the most sponsorships we had, and we're very proud of it, was last year at $18,000 total sponsors. Yesterday, literally on the way to the rink to start the tournament off, I got yet another voicemail, and it was somebody that said, I want to stay anonymous, but are there any sponsorships left? And popped another $5,000 to us, which took us over $60,000 in sponsorships alone. Not even the registrations or auction or anything, just the sponsorships.
That's remarkable, and to help with that, the money and the donations is the silent auction.
Yeah.
Tell us a little bit more about there, and what are the hot items that they're going to be in the auction?
Oh my goodness, I think they're getting set up in the hallway, or they have been now. But there's so many good ones. The one that seems to be the most coveted this year, the Avalanche have had 4 captains in the history of their franchise here in Colorado, and all 4 of those guys, they have 8x10s in the first year that they were captains, and all 4 of those are signed, and those were given to me by the guy that takes those pictures, Michael Martin from the Avs. So I don't think anyone's ever had this. Like, you can't go buy this, but we have it, and it's been coveted. We do have a Gordie Howe signed jersey, Mr. Hockey. That's pretty amazing. There's one that I'm gonna give to you, and you do this every year, and it's kind of fun, and it's signed by the captains people that captained the DU Pioneers during their tenure at school there, and you were one of those. And I think last year when you did, I think we had like 9 guys on it. And so on that hat, and I don't know how many we have this year. You and I got to peruse that schedule.
Yeah, we do. We got to look through, but there's quite a few Denver DU alumni. There's a lot of even Cutthroats players that when I played with the Cutthroats, and that's where we first met was at the Cutthroats game, and actually one of the recipients, Sean Leonard, was just playing in the game that I called, and so that was kind of the starting foundation of my interaction with you and with Dog Nation, and it's truly been remarkable. That it's hard to believe that we're already here at 10 years.
I know.
It's crazy.
It is amazing, and that was quite a while ago that we did that for Sean, and you had a broken foot at the time, so you weren't in the lineup, and that's literally when I met you.
Yep.
And now we got some pretty cool history.
Yeah, we got tons of history, and then I would say one of the biggest ones was especially when the day I graduated, right? And to share that moment with you and with my family, because it's been it was a long process, but that's the thing where you as the dog father really come in and you make things work, and that was truly a great moment, and to finally finish at University of Denver and to have you by my side, that was a great moment. So I thank you for that.
Yeah, that was a special moment for me too. It's one of my favorite photographs in Dog Nation. A lot of people think Dog Nation is merely giving a check and then walking away, but it's much more than that, because there was no check involved in that, but it was worth millions in the end, in memories, and it's priceless, honestly. And it really began when Ron Graham asked me, hey, I know you know Gabe really well, and one of the things I'd really like to have happen is Gabe graduate, and I'm going to retire pretty soon, and that got the ball rolling, and I know life gets in the way of a lot of stuff, and that could have been something that slipped by the wayside, and I wasn't going to let that happen.
No, you sure weren't, and neither was he, and not too long after he did retire. So
he did.
I think it was waiting for Gabe to finally graduate, but no, thank you to Ron Graham and DU and everyone that has been fully supportive in my journey, and it's quite the journey it has been, but to be here, to be on both ends of the ice, the commentator side, and then also on the ice tomorrow night. Our first game as the Top Dogs is tomorrow night at 7:10, and we have a huge lineup of former NHL players and just guys that have been involved in Dog Nation for the long haul, and I know you've recruited a lot more. So tell us about that process of how you get the Top Dogs situated.
Honestly, it wasn't intentional. I met Milan Hajduk right here in the lobby of this when I was walking in with a bag over my shoulders, and he was still officially in the NHL, hadn't officially retired yet. I walked in, he had 2 little boys next to him, and walking out, and I go, that's Milan Hajduk. So I was going into my beer league game and stopped him, and he literally, I told him a little bit about Dog Nation and about Cody Beekman, and he grabbed my phone and put his name in and number and went to the locker room, and I said, I just got Milan Hajduk's cell phone. They're like, whatever. And I thought he put a fake one in there too. Called him the next day, and as they say, the rest was history, because he then became part of it. Then that caused the next guy and the next guy and the next guy. And honestly, the Cutthroats was a really big reason, and you personally, because once I got to know you and Mackenzie, it really opened the floodgates to the DU end, and that created the very first Top Dogs team. And because that first team was, it had JP Shabbat on it, had Zimmy on it, had you, it had Mac. It was a very cutthroat flavor, and now it's kind of morphed into a little bit more of an Avs flavor. Yeah, it is, and it's an Avs and DU, and the other thing too is just it's former players that NHL, AHL that are getting involved, not only because of the hockey part, but because of what this is built on, right? And why Dog Nation was started, why Dog Nation continues, and that's the same mentality of us as hockey players, that we're always giving back, we're always playing hard, we're playing fair, and you preach that, and you've been preaching that for 10 years, and that's why we're attracted to that, because of the message that's being sent. Yeah, and I can't thank the players like you enough, because certain ones like you and Milan and Yanni, and I know there's tons of others, but there's been a few that have really stepped up and really grabbed the flag, and it's like the Pied Piper. We got a whole crew behind us right now, and it's pretty special when you don't just look at our roster. You're sitting looking at Dylan Gambrell and Will Butcher and Troy Terry, and these guys they're not just coming here and playing. Troy grabs me and hands me a stick. Drew Shore gives me the jersey that he wore in the KHL. I'm like, you sure? That's your game jersey.
Right.
No, I want this to go to something good, and these guys aren't to me like you are, but they're seeing what's happening and they want to be part of it.
Yeah,
and it's pretty powerful.
It is. It's powerful. It's moving, and that's the thing is being part of the community. We always have something to be a part of. But appreciate your time.
Yeah,
Thank you.
We do have one auction item we want to talk about.
Okay, go ahead.
It's this.
All right, the dog father's jersey.
My actual jersey is up for auction right now.
Now we can't say it's game worn yet because it's not technically game worn.
Yeah, it's technically not. So if I don't play another game, we got to take that off. But I'm pretty sure I'm going to play another game. So
yes.
So it will be game worn tomorrow. But yeah, so just like all the rest of these jerseys, and one of the jerseys that went the highest in our history was your jersey from Manchester 3 years ago, I think. Actually probably 5-6 years ago by now, right? I mean,
yeah,
it was a long time ago. But that's kind of cool to see that because you like fans of you guys over the years, and it's always kind of fun for me to see how mine match up against the NHL guys, and it does pretty well usually.
Oh, it sure does. Well, you've built up a big name, and it's great. But no, we appreciate everything. Great game. Way to start off the tournament, and we got to get into our next one. But Marty, thank you very much for everything. Thank you for taking the time. And this is truly a special weekend, special event. Dog Bowl 10. We're going to take a short break here, and we'll come back with the Neighborhood Dogs and the Salty Dogs.
All right.
You're listening to Gabe Goche and Manny Furtado on Shaw Broadcast. Dog fans, Gabe Goche here at the Edge Ice Arena in Littleton, Colorado. We got game 2 of the day, Salty Dawgs taking on the Neighborhood Dawgs. Salty Dawgs, I believe we have in dark, and the Neighborhood Dawgs in white. But we got Manny Furtado is out taking a break right now, grabbing a Cliff Bar, because it's a long weekend of hockey, a long weekend of broadcasting. We want to give a shout out and thanks to Shaw Productions, Shaw Hockey Productions, putting on this fantastic event of the Dog Bowl 10. So you can see and hear all of your favorite players, teachers, principals, coaches, everyone that you know that plays hockey in the Dog Bowl. You'll be able to get a chance to watch them and hear them. So Gabe Goche here. We got about 2 minutes until puck drop between the Salty Dawgs and the Neighborhood Dawgs, which is kicking off our Thursday, July 30th at the Edge Ice Arena for the Dog Bowl 10. A lot of great things. If you haven't already, tune in live on Facebook Live. Tune in to Shaw Hockey Productions on the Facebook channel so you can see all of the current and the past videos of game played, and also an interview. Myself and the dog father, Marty Richardson, just had a post-game interview after his team, JK21, took down the Rink Rats in their first game of a score of 4-1. So go back. There's a lot of great things to watch, to listen. Check out the Dog Nation website, dognation.org, for all of the auction items, for more events, and also to find the schedule for the Dog Bowl this year. So as we're getting going, we have Manny's slowly coming back, but we got the Neighborhood Dawgs and the Salty Dawgs just about here to drop the puck. And the puck drops. Looks like the Salty Dawgs have it. Wearing dark, going in the zone. Number 12 goes Lipsky. Gets a shot on. Puck goes up to the point. Big blast, traffic in front. Doesn't get through as Neighborhood Dawgs now take it out. Number 7 taking the puck. Outlands it to Freeman. Freeman couldn't handle it. It's got the Freeman line. I was talking to Mike before the game, AKA Smalls, and it's his brother and his son on the line. So I told him instead of the Hansons, it's got to be the Freemans. So that is quite the line to be looking after, is that Freeman line. Brother Freeman has the puck right now, trying to chip and go. Not getting anywhere on a 1-on-3. Welcome back, our voice of the Dog Bowl, Manny Furtado.
Thanks, Gabe. Got a little caught up there, needed a little bathroom break, and boy, they started this game a little bit early. Here we are at 13:52 scoreless here, and the Salty Dawgs versus the Neighborhood Dawgs. In goal for the Neighborhood Dawgs is Ken Schoonover. We saw him yesterday. Number 34 to our left, and to our right is Sean O'Reilly, number 51. Let's get you back to the live action. And looking for the puck there is number 6. And we've got to pick up these numbers. I don't know if they're all, if they've got them all here, but we'll try and pick them up. That's Davis with the puck, and Davis protects it there as he's challenged by Dan Turner, number 11. We saw Turner last night. And puck comes over to Nechaporek. That's a mouthful, isn't it?
That is a mouthful.
So he may not touch the puck the rest of the night, the rest of the day here. I don't know.
We'll just give it a pass. Freeman touched it.
I had a roller with the shot. It's deflected and comes off to the right-hand side, trying to clear it there. Turner's got it. Turner whistles one in, and it's a gut save. Held by O'Reilly.
Great shot by Dan Turner, and not to mention Dan Turner actually helps volunteers with the Foothills Flyers U8 program. That's the program that I'm the director of, but he has 2 grandkids that are in our U8 program, and right there with that shot, it was great follow through, but now you just got to pick the corner, Dan.
And I'm on Dan's. I'm on his adult team over at the old Foothills, so I know Dan well. Here's the quick feed right in front, and it just got deflected, and it drifts off the stick. Josh Davis again with it right in front, and right on the shovel shot, scores on the near side, and it's 1-0 Salty Dawgs as Muldrow puts it away.
Muldrow, staying in front, and that's the thing that good goal scorers do. They don't stay away, or they don't skate away from the crease, especially when the puck is still in contention. And he did a great job staying there on the side. The puck kind of trickled through, and he made no mistake putting it back in the empty net.
And I think that's the first time the neighborhood Dawgs have trailed in a game. We saw them yesterday. They beat their opponent 5-3 with an empty net goal. But they led the entire time. Bringing the puck in is Netland. Netland takes a shot, looks for the rebound, and he puts it over on the side of the cage, but it's swept up and off a boot and back out to center. Chasing it down, there is Peckin. Peckin has it knifed off his stick, and a little flip pass is deflected and taken by Muldrow back over to Golubski. And Golubski, nice little feed right in front in the loose change, but Golubski didn't go to the net. He would have had another easy goal there on Schonover.
Yeah, Golubski actually made a nice play, and it was like the play we saw in the first game today of the give and go, being patient, not rushing the puck, but just didn't execute there at the end. But right now, great start by the Salty Dawgs, really putting the pressure on the neighborhood Dawgs. Like you said, never been in a position like this before, trailing behind, leading into the game.
And puck comes back up to the point. Here's the shot, and it's a blocker save, but it comes out to the high slot. And stepping in from his deep position was Bill Pardee. Meanwhile, the puck is jammed up over on the near side boards, chopped at and picked up on his forehand there, and a nice little feed, but it goes through center, and it goes past Freeman. That's Mike Freeman, the captain of this team. He's got his brother, Matt, and his son, Nathan, out there. Martinson steps in from his deep position, but he can't get to the puck. And now picking it back up is 66 Pardee. Pardee chases it over into the far side. Excuse me, that's 68 Gunderson. Boy, those numbers are tough to read sometimes. We were joking about the numbers on the neighborhood Dawgs last night. Number 10 right there in front of us, Matt Freeman. And boy, that number 10 almost looks like, I don't know who designed that, but it was not a hockey announcer.
No, it's definitely not. It looks like almost like a NASCAR kind of 10 or something, or 18.
And they're tangled up behind the net. There's Matt Freeman. Matt Freeman tries to get it to his brother Mike. Mike with a backhanded attempt. Puck comes free, and the Salty Dawgs come away with it. As Matt Freeman swings and misses, picked back up, Golubski calling for it, but Nechaporek will take it in. Nechaporek takes the shot. It goes up and over the glove of Schoonover and back over to the half boards. Cross ice feed, stepping in from the deep position. Here's the shot, pad save. Second opportunity, scores. Golubski comes up big, 2-0.
Golubski with a nice play. To be honest, it was a defensive breakdown for the neighborhood Dawgs. The Freemans, all 3 of them were still out there. It was a long shift. I know they've been training in the offseason, but their training I don't think has been up to the part where they can stay on the ice for 2.5 minutes straight. But Golubski just made no mistake. He had the puck on his stick, wide open net, and gets that one-timer right off to make it a 2-0 lead.
And I'm just glad Golubski got a goal because it's fun to say his name, especially when he scores.
Holy Golubski it is.
Dan Turner off the edge of his stick, and he's chased down from behind, but not before he's able to put it into the vacant corner. Streaking in is 16, Idarola. Idarola from the sharp angle puts a backhander, but it's covered and held by Sean O'Reilly.
Yeah, Sean O'Reilly getting the first test of the game right now, and it wasn't much, but at least he's staying in it. And another big goaltender, actually 2 big goaltenders we have here. We'll see what kind of their styles they are, if they're a stand-up or if they're a butterfly-style goaltender. But the neighborhood Dogs, they got to challenge this goaltender a little bit more.
Here we go. Streaking is Williams. Billy Williams has a man. He's got Muldrow in the middle. Muldrow, just off the edge of his stick as he couldn't get it. And it just drifted wide. Picked back up one more time, and it's a backhander by Muldrow. This one tracked down into the corner by Williams. Williams sends it back up to the point. Now it's a foot chase, and chasing it down is Shellhaus. Shellhaus, number 10 for the Salty Dogs. And trying to reverse things, picking it back up is Gunderson. Gunderson takes the line. Gunderson will take the shot, deflected. Here's another opportunity on the near side, and this one by Muldrow is covered and held by Schoonover.
Nice job by the Salty Dogs holding in the neutral zone too, where the neighborhood Dogs had a good breakout, had a good outlet, but they put the pressure on. They forced them at the red line, right? And that's the thing that you want to do is if you force them at the red line, you have to make them make that decision. Are they going to get the puck in deep and force an icing, or are they going to try and push it through the middle? And that's exactly what happened. They pushed it through the middle, and the Salty Dogs get a chance on net.
Josh Davis off the faceoff. He's got Nechaporek with him, number 2. And the puck back behind the neighborhood Dogs cages, swept up over to the far side in front of the bench, picked back up by Netland. Netland centering feed, just glances off of Davis's stick, and here come the neighborhood Dogs. Neighborhood Dogs look to take the blue line, and they do so with a backhanded sweep pass by Slaggert over to the far side corner, working his way, and Golubski shakes off the check. Now he takes it behind the cage, and Golubski sends it cross-ice feed. Nice pass, but it's past Davis. Can Davis get to it? Not before Schoonover gets there, and Schoonover almost gives it away. Picked back up by Netland. Netland's shot, and it's a shoulder save that glanced off the glove there on the top right-hand corner. Back to the live action. Davis watches. Picked back up by Nechaporek. Nechaporek back over to D, where it comes over to Golubski. Golubski sweeps it ahead. Back to Netland. Netland winds, takes a shot. This one goes wide, and it ricochets all the way back to the far side, and it's sent out to center softly. Davis comes away with it. He'll go back to the safety of center, where he sends it back to Gunderson. Back over to the near side, mid-ice drive, and Golubski brings it in. He takes it wide. He takes the shot, but it hits the side of the cage, and it's gathered in by the defenseman Atkinson. Atkinson's pass goes up and over, bounces over the stick, and is shoveled right back into Atkinson. He was looking cross-ice feed as he has Martinson in front of him, and Martinson, one of the younger players on this team, sends it right back in front, and it's a pad save and covered there on Freeman's opportunity. Nathan Freeman, who had an empty net goal last night, is playing out there with his father and his uncle. And Martinson will take this face-off. Logan Martinson, number 7. And it's won by the Salty Dogs over into the far corner, but the speed of Freeman gets there. Nathan Freeman off the corner, centering feed, got it intercepted. Martinson's shot goes wide. Puck comes over to the near side. Half boards, and the Dogs, I should say the neighborhood Dogs, you can't just say the Dogs. It comes back up to Mike Freeman. Freeman's shot is deflected, never got through, and now we have an opportunity. Lepard comes in. Lepard, the captain, takes the shot, and it goes up and over. He had an opportunity. Justin Lepard, the captain of this Salty Dogs team, was all alone, Gabe.
He was all alone, and you know, he's another one of our coaches in the Flyers program, and Justin just elected to flip it just a little too high, playing the wrong sport. It's hockey, got to get it in the net, not through the pipes into the net.
Well, I can see a coach's clinic coming up at the Foothill Flyers for Lepard on the breakaway. Meanwhile, back to the live action. It's scaled off the glass and right in front of the Salty Dogs bench. Mike Freeman takes it in, and I think it's going to be offsides.
Yeah, it was offside or even too many men, and those are the plays that are kind of iffy. And when you have linesmen that are paying attention, you can really catch a team. And that was a trick I used to do when we were playing, is when you would see the team changing, right, you would actually throw the puck to their bench and force them to create a too many men on the ice. But it's one of those things that you have to really pay attention to as the game's going on.
And I think that's Hockey 201. We may not be there with this group here.
That might be next year's coaching clinic.
That's right. I don't know too many men's leagues teams that actually have any practices. So that's a locker room discussion. Here we go. Back to the live action. Idarola, the defenseman, saw daylight, but it comes off his stick. And there, tripping over the blue line, was Netland. Meanwhile, puck comes back over to Turner. Dan Turner tries to weave his way through. Netland's going to do it again. He passes it to himself, but a bit too far. And it's touched up by Middleburg, back to center. Picked back up by Gunderson. Gunderson weaves his way through. I don't think that is Gunderson. That was 88, and he's just celebrating already. Was 88. We got to pick that guy up. He's No Name. No Name was celebrating his goal already. He had his hands in the air and everything.
Well, whoever he was, he made a nice play, and while that play started, it was actually in the neutral zone. He was being patient, waiting for the rest of his teammates to come out into prevent an offside. And then what happened is he got the neighborhood dogs actually flat-footed, standing still, watching him. And he kind of just danced in, went through, and fanned on the backhand shot where he thought it might have went in. But no, lucky post got in the way.
Little puck luck there for Schoonover. Meanwhile, the Salty Dogs keep the pressure on as Muldrow whips it from corner to corner. Goes down to Golubski. Golubski takes it back over the side of the circle and back up high. He's looking for a man on the far side. That was Muldrow who got that first goal on that little garbage goal that he was on the near side. Neighborhood Dogs look to break it out. They send it back up beyond Peckin, and it comes back to Shellhaas. Shellhaas over on the far side. Salty Dogs have some 2-on-2 numbers. Back over to Muldrow. Muldrow overskates, but the backhand feed is almost intercepted. A little bit of overskating on both sides. Picked back up over to the far side. Centering feed, tip play, just misses. As 68, Gunderson had an opportunity. He got wood on it, but he couldn't put it on goal.
Yeah, no, great play by the Salty Dogs and Gunderson in there in the corner. And that was the thing that's really successful. If you have someone that's placed in front of the net and then you have a puck handler that has the puck around, all you got to do is get open.
We're missing a couple of numbers. Here's a shot. It's right on tight. And big save there by Schoonover as he had Golubski looking for his second goal of this first period, which we have 1:14 remaining in it, and we've got a 2-0 lead. The Salty Dogs lead the Neighborhood Dogs. Bouncing puck right in the slot, and the Neighborhood Dogs are lucky not to be down by 3. Puck is chipped back out to center. Netland is there. He waits for it. Kicks it with his boot and sends a backhand flyer right in front of us. It's Davis. He'll take the line. Davis looking for a backhand pass, but he lost it in his skates, and the puck is taken out to center. That was a nice little play. That looked like lacrosse.
Yeah, No Name with a nice stick play.
And it comes back in. Muldrow with the puck. Centering feed right through the slot area, and coming away with it is big Matt Freeman. Freeman with a head of steam takes it up front. Offsides on 17, and there's that move. And he takes his nephew, Nathan Freeman, offsides.
Well, Matt Freeman had a burst of speed, and it was almost like watching a freight train, right? It took him a mile to get going. But as he got going, his speed started to pick up, but not fast enough for the youth of his nephew and friend on the other side where he couldn't catch up.
Logan Martinson is out there. We should mention Martinson is the lead sponsor. His father, the lead sponsor here for this Dog Bowl. And it's fantastic to see that support, and it's nice to see Logan out there. He played with my son here with the Foothills Flyers years ago. So Logan Martinson, number 7. We'll be back for the second period. We'll take a real quick break. It is 2-0 in favor of the Salty Dogs over the Neighborhood Dogs. This is Manny Furtado, Gabe Gauthier for Shaw Hockey Productions. And we are back for the second period. Salty Dogs leading the Neighborhood Dogs 2-0. 15 minutes on the board. We've got a running clock here. And we are just underway. We've reversed sides, so we've got O'Reilly to our left and Schoonover to our right. And the Salty Dogs are in their dark jerseys, the Neighborhood Dogs in their light jerseys. Really matching jerseys, complete opposites here. And the black trimmed out in red, white trimmed out in red as well. Back to the live action. Martinson scales it hard off the glass, looking for a bounce pass back behind the cage. Martin swings at it, and picking the puck back up is number 6. We're missing a couple of names here for number 6 and number 88 for the Salty Dogs. So if you have those names and you're watching, 303-726-1099 is my number. Give me a text and let us know if you can provide us with those names, 6 and 88. My number again, 303-726-1099. Back to the live action, hustling back to get it and putting a sharp angle shot on, but it goes through the crease and misses everybody. Was Justin Lepard. Lepard is the captain of this team. The Salty Dogs got a chance to meet him in the locker room prior to the game, and Dan Turner with the puck. Dan tries to work his way through, but he gets sandwiched between a couple of players, and the puck is taken back out to center and back down to the Neighborhood Dogs end. Bounce pass off the half boards, picked up by Swoof. Swoofs is stripped of the puck, and it comes back to Shellhaus. Shellhaus with a man in front of him on his backhand, looking for an outlet. Now he'll curl around, looks for the man in the middle. Again, picked up in the middle. It was Golubski, and Golubski couldn't get a shot off. Puck comes back over to the near side, swept in by Muldrow, and back behind the cage where it's picked back up by Robinson. Robinson tries to work it up the boards and is able to do so as Mike Freeman comes in. Freeman's clearing attempt fails, and the puck is stymied there. Is picked up by Netland, number 77. Back to in front of us, the action on the half boards, brought back in by number Muldrow. Muldrow loses it there, and puck back into the neutral zone. Waiting for traffic to get back on sides is number 12, Golubski. It does so, and he sends it back in, and in slow motion, Muldrow gets to the puck first. Sends it back, a centering feed, gets deflected, and it's tucked back behind the cage and broken out on the far right-hand side. Right now, the Salty Dogs are putting on the pressure.
They sure are. It's been nonstop ever since this puck has dropped. The Salty Dogs have been all over the Neighborhood Dogs. Really no answer right now from the Neighborhood Dogs.
And there's a goal and an opportunity there by No Name, and No Name buries it. Excuse me, that's Gunderson, 68. Boy, 68, 88, they sure look a lot like.
Not only do the numbers confuse the eyes, but they're all over the puck, right? And Gunderson and No Name have done a great job, and Gunderson actually did a phenomenal job getting that puck and staying on it to get the rebound and poke it through to give it a 3-0 lead. But going back to what I was saying is the Salty Dogs from the start have been putting the pressure on the Neighborhood Dogs, and team captain Justin Lippard, I know he's one of those guys that likes to have a fierce and competitive team.
Puck is put through Golubski's wickets as he sends it in on his backhand back into the Neighborhood Dog zone, and a centering feed is picked up nicely by number 12. Peckin was looking for it, but he couldn't control. Back over to 13, Atkinson. Atkinson cross-ice feed to his deep partner, Middleburg. Middleburg gets chopped out there, can't get it out, but it's able to get it out by number 24, Slager. Near side, stepping in just inside the zone and protecting it is Golubski. Golubski looking for cross-ice feed. Bounces off a shin pad, and Davis comes away with the puck. Davis works his way up the boards. Calling for it is No Name. Meanwhile, puck comes over to the near side. Golubski takes this shot, and it's a low shot that can't be controlled but deflected back behind the cage. Puck is flipped back up through center, and in stride, coming away with it was Slager, but he gets stripped of the puck at center ice, and it's put right back in by No Name. Back over to Middleburg. Middleburg sends it back over to his D-man on a backhand, and trying to gather it in is Atkinson. The play's gotten a little sloppy here as the passes aren't too crisp here in this second period with 10:28 remaining.
Well, what the Salty Dogs are actually doing a great job of, that's kind of creating this boredom right now, is that they're all over the Neighborhood Dogs. So the Neighborhood Dogs are not able to make clear plays because the Salty Dogs are right there on top of them. As soon as they get the puck, there's pressure on them, which is making it very hard for the Neighborhood Dogs to break it out or sustain any kind of pressure.
Neighborhood Dogs have not been able to get it much past center ice. And there is No Name. He was challenged by Atkinson, and the puck is kicked back out to center, but it's touched back to Lepard. Lepard with it will send it back over to the far side and to his D partner, number 6, our other No Name player. And it comes back over to 24, Slaggert. Slaggert off his backhand, tries to put it right in front, but it's sent back over to the half boards and back out to center. Looking for it was 10, Shellhaus, but he was going left and the puck was going right. Meanwhile, here's a turnover and an opportunity. Williams brings it in, takes the shot, and a save is made there by Schoonover. And the puck is moved over to the near side boards, and with some time, the Neighborhood Dogs are able to get it back out to center. Matt Freeman with it, yields, gives it back over to Atkinson. Atkinson brings it in, tried a little toe tag move, but it was taken away by number 18. Excuse me, number 10 over there, Shellhaus.
Looks like an 18.
Boy. And there's Freeman. I think the Dogs are going to be getting new uniforms next year.
I couldn't agree with you more.
Golubski comes away with it. Golubski hustles it down, but leaves it there. Tries to avoid one. He avoids two. Nice little pass. Other side. Shot, scores. Muldrow gets his second.
Oh, Golubski with the dangles, and that kind of reminds me of a play that I saw back in the way back when Vinny Lecavalier, when he played for the Tampa Bay Lightning, he had a dipsy doodle where he was basically just standing still, and that's exactly what Golubski was doing, where the players were coming at him, and he was just kind of, how you doing? How's she doing? There you go, and then makes a nice cross-crease pass to his teammate. And really, if you're going to miss it there after all that work by Golubski, you should be benched, but he did not miss that.
He didn't miss that, and he gets his second goal. Golubski gets his second point of the game. Now driving hard is number 7, Logan Martinson, looking to answer for the Neighborhood Dogs, and Martinson drove all the way into O'Reilly, but O'Reilly made the save. Golubski hands it off there to Netland, and Netland takes a shot, and it's fought off with the blocker over there by Schoonover. Martinson looking for it, but he can't come up with it, and No Name, the defenseman, comes up with it, and he punches it right back into the Neighborhood Dogs' end. Martinson couldn't come up with the puck, and a cross-ice feed as Muldrow was looking to deliver a pass over to the far side. It's held up at the boards, just inside the line, and a little chip play goes a wire, and boy, 17, that was Nathan Freeman. Freeman had a man in the middle, and he didn't see that. Meanwhile, puck is picked back up by Auckland, and Auckland sends it up the half boards, past Turner, back up to the point, and Turner steals it away. Turner's got a man in the middle. Turner, and it's right off the man. That was Idarola who stepped in from his D position, and Idarola could not get the shot off.
What a great play, defensive play, the back check by the Salty Dogs to take away that option. Great effort.
Calling for the puck way up high is 68. Gunderson was behind everybody at the blue line, at the Neighborhood Dogs blue line. With a 4-0 lead, it looks like they might want to take a few chances and see if they can get the Neighborhood Dogs playing aggressive in the offensive zone. Here we go. No Name brings it down the right-hand side. He looks over for Gunderson. Gunderson comes away with it back to No Name, but Schoonover makes a nice play in front and denies. Puck, and look at the far side. At the far side, we got Slaggert. Slaggert is calling for it. He gets hung up a little bit with No Name number 6. And Slaggert back behind the cage, tumbles with and putting his palms up. There's No Name number 6.
No Name 6. Yeah, him and the Neighborhood Dog get mixed up there behind the net. But going back to your comment of taking chances, is the Neighborhood Dogs really do have to start taking some chances, but they got to be taking smart chances. Where just before, No Name 88 had a great chance, and that was because the Neighborhood Dogs were being too anxious in the offensive zone and not taking care of their positions.
Nechaporik out of the corner, and he was looking for Golubski. He couldn't hit the mark, and it comes back over to Slaggert. Slaggert's got Peckin with him. Slaggert tries to work his way through, and he had Slaggert. Slaggert had a step as he was behind the defenseman. Calling for the puck is Davis. It's just past his outstretched stick. He chases it down, though, picks it up on his back and right in the crease, and big save is made by Schoonover, keeping it a 4-0 game.
Nice try by Davis there, but it all started back with that great defensive play by Joe Schellhaus, eliminating that one-on-one, getting the stick in there, and then not just sitting there waiting with the puck. He actually turned the puck over and got that transition going for Davis to make the play.
Davis, a little backhander, is covered and held by Schoonover as he holds for the whistle. We've got 4:42 and counting in this second period. 4-0. Salty Dogs taking it on. Taking a little whipping to the neighborhood Dogs here. These guys know each other well. They're both dog teams, so you know there's a little bit of extra. Let's just say satisfaction in beating your brethren.
Yeah, exactly. The satisfaction, the tension, and then you also get to see these guys a lot, so you kind of know their habits, right? What are they good at? What are they not good at? And it seems like the Salty Dogs know that the conditioning level right now of the neighborhood Dogs is not up to par.
Logan Martinson on a breakaway all alone takes the shot, and a huge save by O'Reilly, who comes up big. Martinson was behind the defense, and it was a great pass off of Davis's boot. Picking it right back up was Freeman, and Nathan Freeman puts it back in deep where No Name glances over the shoulder, picks it up and reverses. Back over to Netland. Netland center ice feed. It's read nicely by Nathan Freeman, but Freeman can't control, and Davis comes away with it. Davis with the red helmet sends it back into the middle as he was looking for Nechaporek, and now stepping in. Oh, an opportunity for big Matt Freeman, and the pass is wide by Nathan Freeman as he was looking for Martinson. Martinson off his dangling back behind the cage. Now a wraparound attempt, but the big Shamrock blocker makes the save down there. Here's a slap shot from the near side, bouncing front. Puck, Freeman knocks it down. And Freeman gloves it down and takes a slap shot from the blue paint.
What a series of events. One, Freeman has an opportunity for a breakaway, overskates the puck. Then Martinson makes a nice play. Great save by the goaltender, flashing the Lucky Charms blocker out there. Puck pops up, and then Freeman just goes, whatever, I'll do it myself. Grabs the puck and tries to throw it down in the net like a slam dunk. So Freeman, it did not work. Try something else.
Idarola sends it right through the slot, and Turner saw a goal on his stick, but it evaporated just like that. Meanwhile, in front of the scorer's table, puck is picked up, and a nice pass over to the near side. Lepard's got it. Lepard, he's a righty on that right-hand side, tries to put it right in front, and it's kicked aside. Over on the far side, shuffling hard in front of the benches, and coming away with the puck is Idarola. Idarola hits the brakes, delivers it back over to Turner. Turner's shot, and it's a double pad save. Going down low was O'Reilly.
Great shot by Turner, and the thing I like about that too is that his winger was actually going in the net trying to create a screen, and that actually kind of bounced in, but it was a good thing. You don't want to overskate the net. When you skate to the net, stop so you can be a screen.
Lepard sends it back. Here's a shot, goes well over, and there's Muldrow again looking on the side of the cage as he looks for his third goal of the game, a hat trick. Meanwhile, coming back, Idarola with the puck's got a little bit of an angle, but it's cut off there as his shot is taken, and it is deflected back out to center. Stepping in and looking for it was Auckland. Auckland fans on the backhander, and it's picked right back up by Gunderson. Gunderson with some speed brings it in, delivers a pass, and the shot is just missed as Golubski saw daylight again, and he was looking for his second goal of the game, third point of the game. He'll take a sharp angle shot. This one glances off the glove and into the netting. Whistle with 1:07 and counting.
Yeah, Salty Dogs had another great chance. Golubski sitting there on the back door, but it was a great play, number 9 for Neighborhood Dogs, to actually get his stick on Golubski's stick, which prevented him to actually get the full shot off. But Neighborhood Dogs, they're starting to get the flow going now. They're finding their chemistry. They're getting some good chances. So they just need to break this icebreaker of a 0 score.
I think it's desperation. Here they've got 36 seconds remaining. It's a foot chase, but getting there first is Netland. Netland casually sends it off the mid-ice boards, and it's picked back up by Golubski. Golubski avoids one, but he's hassled from behind, and the puck is stolen by Peckett. Bouncing puck, picked back up. Here comes No Name. His shot never got through, and it comes away with it is Slager. Slager sends it over to the right-hand side where it's picked up in stride by Peckin. Peckin looks for the shot. It gets deflected back behind the cage, and Netland sends it back over in front of the benches. Look at that speed. Stepping in was Gunderson, but Gunderson overskates the puck, and Nechaporek holds it there, waiting for Gunderson as the horn sounds. End of 2, 4-0, Salty Dogs over Neighborhood Dogs. What do you expect here in this third period here for everything, Gabe? Or what do the Neighborhood Dogs have it?
Well, the Neighborhood Dogs, they do have it, because I did see captain and player coach Mike Freeman make a little bit of an adjustment, putting himself back on the point and electing to go with the youth up front of Martinson, his son, and then his brother of the Freemans. But you need to get that speed going. But the other thing, they need to find the open space. Right now they're kind of clustered. They need to open it up, find that open space, and get the Salty Dogs kind of skating around. The Salty Dogs, what they're doing great right now, as I talked about in the first period, they're putting the pressure on the Neighborhood Dogs. So whenever the puck is actually around a Neighborhood Dog, there's a Salty Dog right on top of it. So they're shutting down their time and space, and they're creating chances on the transitions, which they're doing a great job of stopping the Neighborhood Dogs at their own blue line.
And into the second half of this third period, towards the end of the game, we're going to be talking about who might be the player of the game. We'll try and get them up here for an interview, a post-game interview with Gabe Gauthier. Gabe, you're the color guy for the DU Pioneers. Tell us about what you're hearing for the Pioneers and what we can expect to find with college hockey these days.
Yeah, so there's been times, and throughout my whole career, I've kind of got involved with the off-ice part of the game and coaching and media and color commentating. But doing it with DU and Jay Stickney, and another name for him on top of being the voice of the Pioneers was the original Shagman. So Jay Stickney was the original Shagman for Rocky's Auto. But the whole thing about what's going on right now in the sports world, and especially for college, one, you gotta listen to the leaders in charge, and I want to see hockey be played. I want to see all sports be played, and if there's a way to kind of have a compromise to at least get the kids to play, especially the seniors for their senior season, that would completely make a lot of sense and do a lot for those players, and then figure out the fan attendance from there. But at least to get the kids on the ice at every level playing a game, that's what I want to see.
Yeah, certainly so there. We just missed. Dan Turner had a big shot. It went up and over the netting, and a cross-ice feed goes unanswered, and it's picked back up by Idarola. Idarola has Turner, and he sends a back pass off sides to Turner. Turner wasn't expecting that one, and the puck comes back over where it's picked back up by Muldrow. Muldrow, nice pass right in front as Williams couldn't gather it in. He was on his backhand, and coming away with it is Idarola one more time. Idarola will feed it over to Turner. Turner from center ice, he'll put it on, and it's sticked over into the corner by O'Reilly. Meanwhile, No Name comes up with the puck. He's been all over today. He might be our player of the game.
I was just going to say, No Name 88 right now has been all over.
And a 5-hole attempt on a breakaway as Nathan Freeman broke free. And Freeman had an opportunity. Freeman takes down No Name. No Name wants a call. He's not going to get it. It was at center ice. He didn't have the puck. It looking inverted. Meanwhile, coming back with it is Golubski. Golubski gets it taken off of his stick. He could be player of the game, too.
A lot of great, and that's the thing about the Salty Dogs is we're mentioning more than just one name, is that they're getting contributions from their whole team, not just certain players.
Side of the cage. Here's the shot by big Matt Freeman. Freeman, he's a presence in front of the net. Puck comes up free. It comes to Atkinson. Atkinson tries a backhander. That one, and the net is sealed by Sean O'Reilly. He's been solid.
He has been solid, and you can see right there, for him being in the butterfly and his shoulders almost being at the crossbar, that's taken up a lot of net, which is making it very hard to score, not only down low, but that you have to find that small spot up top.
Yep. He's got that good-looking Dawgs jersey on him. He's got that It's a big dog face right on the crest of it. And chasing it down is Schoonover. Schoonover's able to put it up, and he got some muscle on that as he was able to get it all the way back out to center. And here comes Freeman. Freeman sends it back to his uncle. Back to Freeman, and it gets knocked away by Nechaporek. Nechaporek read it nicely, and a little bit too much family passing there. And they had a nice opportunity between nephew and uncle.
Yeah, definitely a lot of the overpass for sure, but Schoonover, what a great play by playing the puck, getting that outlet. And, you know, when you have a goaltender that can play the puck like that, it actually makes your transition game so much better, but you got to stop being so fancy with the puck and get the puck on net.
And just ahead of the play, picking up it is Schellhaus, and Joe Schellhaus, and it was icing. Or was it offsides? What was he calling it?
I believe it's icing.
Yeah, it is coming back.
And we're sticking with running time due to the rules of the tournament. Is if you have a 4-goal lead or more in the third period, it becomes running time. So that's where we're at right now.
Slaggert will take this face off, and Slaggert wins it forward, but he can't get to it, and the puck is jammed up the boards and back out to center. And here's Williams. Williams brings it in. Williams with some speed tries to backhand it, but Schoonover had slid over, and he makes a nice save. Man right in front, who knew other than Muldrow would be on that backside.
Yeah, he was waiting for that one patiently.
Baumgartner takes a shot, and the Shamrock pad save is made. Swept over to the far side, bounce. Can he get to it? He does. He keeps it in. That's big Mike Freeman showing captain's hustle. Back over into the far side corner, chasing it down is Peckin. Peckin comes away with it, top of the circle, and looking down low. Boy, nice little cross check there by No Name. And he gets away with one. No Name comes away with the puck. He looks over to the far side, but the puck is back behind Billy Williams. And chasing it back is James Robinson. Robinson sweeps it over to the right-hand half boards. Trying to work it off the wall is Muldrow. Muldrow over on the side of the cage, but getting to it first is number 19, Robinson. Robinson trying to gather it in. He's able to get it back over to Mike Freeman, and Freeman shovels a backhander over to the half boards, and a little back pass is intercepted. Williams takes the shot. It goes wide, bounces back behind the cage, and now players appear to be a little bit tired, don't they, Gabe?
Oh, they're tired, but you can just see from this sequence here that Robinson was trying to move the puck. Freeman was trying to move the puck. All of the other neighborhood dogs were trying to move the puck, and the Salty Dogs were always right there taking care and keeping the pressure in. So there was no opportunity for the neighborhood dogs to get the puck out, to get a line change, to get fresh legs. So the Salty Dogs have a very good strategy right now.
Nice save by Schoonover on Gunderson's backhand. And now getting into the play is Sean O'Reilly with a little touch play to No Name. Dan Turner applying the pressure. And the puck comes back over in front of the Salty Dogs net. And a nice pass right through the middle, picked up by Gunderson. Gunderson backhand play, and there Golubski takes the shot. He had some muscle on it.
Nice play by Gunderson, where he was actually, the speed, when he was going in with speed, he's actually putting the neighborhood Dogs defensemen back on their heels, pushing them back, which then allowed Golubski to have that nice shot high in the slot.
Gunderson wins another face-off, and he's able to get it back to the point. The shot is deflected over into the far side corner, and battling for it there is Atkinson. He loses it, and it's controlled, and Salty Dogs right in front and just misses as a quick little punch shot by Michael Netland. It goes wide, a backhand attempt and a pad save. Another opportunity as it pinballs back out to center, and No Name tracks it down. No Name back to Netland. Netland, it skips over his stick, but he hustles and is able to chop it back out to center and through center all the way down. We'll go for an icing call. And back to the Salty Dogs end with 5:20 and counting.
Yeah, this is a good opportunity now with the icing going back into the Salty Dogs. If I was the coach of the neighborhood Dogs, I'd actually get my youth line out there, at least some fresh legs, because now you have a better opportunity with the face-off being in the opposing end to try and get some shots on instead of taking the face-off over and over in your own D zone.
Looking for it was Idarola off the faceoff. He tracks it down, but the puck has moved back out to center, and a nifty little play, and it's Davis with it. Davis sized up by Auckland, and Auckland makes a heck of a defensive play, and Davis goes tumbling. Meanwhile, Auckland looks towards Turner, but he sends it back over in front of his bench, back over to Swoofs. We haven't mentioned Swoofs much today. He's getting some late third period ice time.
Yeah, I think they're pulling out all the stops right now. They you know, down 4-0 with 4.5 minutes to go. They got to figure something out.
That's right. Golubski had a shot there. That got deflected, and fanning on the clearing attempt was Swoofs. Coming back with it is Martinson. Martinson touches it up, and it was offsides. So with 4:07 remaining, what do the neighborhood Dogs do?
You know, they got to start taking chances, but they got to smart chances. Well, right now this is not smart because they have too many men on the ice. So clearly they can't count, and they still have their netminder in, and now they're the frustration. I thought I was supposed to be out here.
Yeah, now Baumgartner goes to the bench. Let's see if Baumgartner's the first guy off or if they pull Schoonover. But Schoonover doesn't look like he's going to the bench, does he?
No, he's not ready for it right now.
Side angle shot, and Freeman says it scored, but it didn't, as it's on the side of the cage. And Freeman was calling for the instant replay. Let's see what Mike Shaw has. Mike, what do you got? Is that a goal? And Shaw says no goal. So we went to Toronto and we got the answer. Boy, that was quick.
That was quick. You know, he's on the hotline for that one. He's staying on top. But Freeman, you got to do a better job there.
Martinson with the puck over on the far side. He's got Freeman in the middle. Martinson tries to give it back, but Davis reads the play and sends it up. Back up high, the shot, it drifts wide by Robinson. And back down into the near side corner, jammed up on the left half boards. Neighborhood Dogs keep it in and stretching for it, can't come up with it. And diving from his belly was number 7, Logan Martinson. And now Davis shoulder to shoulder with his man, and Davis goes in there, makes some nice position and creates some room.
Yeah, did a great job getting in there, but Davis actually, his main objective is actually just to wear down time, and he did a great job with that. Instead of trying to do everything himself, he recognized that he didn't have help.
Davis with the puck on the side of the cage, and he lifts it up and over as Schoonover was left all alone. Meanwhile, Martinson looking for a long pass. He finds Freeman. Nathan Freeman with the puck on the side of the cage, but it's sealed and held there by O'Reilly.
Yeah, it was a great play there on the outlet to Nathan Freeman, but Freeman just didn't have the soft hands to catch it and get going, but then he did get that opportunity. I'm sure he'd like to get that back so he can have that clear breakaway. But now the neighborhood Dogs, they got to get going. There's 2 minutes and it's a running clock to see what they can generate here.
And we're down with 1:46 remaining in the game. And a quick shot there is that there was a lot of boots for it to go through, and Atkinson's shot is deflected over on the near side. It gets past Atkinson's stick. And another icing call here with 1:32. We're going to have player of the game, and we're going to have Todd Gerke going down to get him. Gerke's sleeping at the wheel. Let's see if we can get his attention.
Isn't that a country song?
Something like that,
Something like that, yeah.
So Todd, we're going to have player of the game, and Gabe is going to pick it here. So Gabe, you've got your choice there as the puck comes back up to Atkinson, and Atkinson battling for it in front of the Salty Dogs bench. Sent right back in. Slager's shot goes off a boot. Slager looks for it, and it comes back up high. So we've got 51 seconds remaining, and the player of the game could be Nechaporzik, who had the shot and is in big save by Schoonover. And look at him grip the stick. Nechaporzik was all alone.
All alone, couldn't finish it off.
Schoonover's good, but I don't know. Gabe might have somebody else, and I think, Gabe, why don't you announce the player of the game with the 25 seconds here winding down?
Yeah, absolutely. So,
call.
I like the fact that O'Reilly is going to get the shutout. To be honest, he wasn't tested that much. the game player of the game for the Salty Dogs, I'm going to go with Golubski, just because he has been all over both ways, getting a couple goals, getting on the scoreboard, but he's always been in the mix for the Salty Dogs, and he started them off with the plays to get going. So Golubski as the player of the game for the Salty Dogs.
Golubski got a couple of points here. He had the second goal of the game. Muldrow had 2. He had the first and the fourth, and Gunderson takes the third. So with that final score, 4-0, Salty Dogs shut out the neighborhood Dogs. And stay with us as we're going to have Golubski up here. And what a great name to have for player of the game. And Gabe Gauthier is going to give us an interview here. This is Manny Furtado for hockey, for Shaw Hockey Productions. Gabe, I've enjoyed it. We've got another game coming up in about 20 minutes. So stay with us, and we'll be back with the player interview shortly.
Thank you. Golubski? Golubski.
Just how it's spelled.
Nice. We're on? Okay. There you go.
Yeah.
All right, Gabe Goche back here at the Edge Ice Arena for Shaw Hockey Productions. Second game in the books, Salty Dawgs 4-0 over the Neighborhood Dawgs. Here we are with the player of the game, Dalton Golubski. Goal and assist for you today. Tell us a little bit about it.
I don't know. It was really nice. It was a nice, hard-fought game. Dude, I haven't had a golden assist in games, so that was great.
I'm sure team captain Justin Lippert, you guys have been playing for a while together, and you got some chemistry, and I know you played against the Neighborhood Dawgs before, so is there any tension? Is there anything that you guys knew that you were better at than they were?
This was just always the showdown, the fun game. We played in D3 here last year, summer and winter, and it was just head-to-head every time we played. It definitely is one of our hard-fought games between everybody in our league, because we kind of have that little animosity towards each other, but it's all in good fun. We just get out there and really play hard against each other.
That's great. And you know, Dog Bowl 10 has been going on for 10 years. Have you been part of the Dog Bowl for 10 years now?
I've been part for the last two.
For the last 2
years.
Good. And tell us a little bit about your experience and then what you've seen as part of the Dog Nation.
I don't know. Dog Nation is just amazing. Everything they've done for the people that they've done it for, the money that gets raised at these events is incredible. I mean, $45,000 last year for Ryan. I mean, it was great. And
yeah.
Previous ones, Dave Rapture, between the pond hockey tournament and the Dog Bowl, is fantastic.
Yeah, it truly is. It's a remarkable event, and to be honest, it's thank you for playing and for all the other players in this tournament and in the game. But Dalton, we don't want to take too much of your time now, but great game. Thank you very much for being with us, and good luck to the rest of your team this weekend.
Absolutely. Hope it goes well.
All right, thank you.
Have a good one, man.
All right, that was Dalton Golubski as the player of the game for the Salty Dawgs as they took down the Neighborhood Dawgs 4-0. When we come back, we will be having our 5 o'clock production. Actually, will be the Thunder Chickens taking on Cobra Kai, and you'll see James and Gabe Goche on the broadcast for that one. So once again, Gabe Goche here at the Edge Ice Arena talking to you from Dog Bowl 10. Thank you to Shaw Hockey Productions.